Thank you very much, team. We are gearing up for a mouth-watering recipe right now, and I feel that this speaks to what I've been saying in my own life, because I keep saying, you should make this, you should make this. And then now, this is the third time it crosses paths with me, which is amazing. So I'll tell you in a bit, but first and foremost, I want to tell you...
That's deep. I'm so
interested.
Whoa.
Just wait for a second, Chef Clem. I want you to level up your comfort food cooking skills. And I want you to do that with cast iron cookware. It's ideal for slow cooking and great for thick cut meats, like you'll see today as well. The enamel coat on it ensures that each dish is mouth-wateringly perfect. And did we mention that this cookware also even comes, it's open fire safe and oven safe as well. And Chef Clem, he's here to show us how it's done, because we've got the cast iron beautiful pots here. No, what I was saying, my friend, when it comes to, we're making oxtail stew, okay? And I keep saying, and I mean, we're halfway through the year already, and this is the third time that I'm having oxtail now, but I keep saying I must make it, I must make it, I must make it, I must make it, and this is another sign for me to make it.
And I feel like it's the one dish that, like...
Oh, I love it.
It doesn't take that much effort.
It doesn't.
It takes time.
Yeah.
But not like... It's easy. Get it into the pot and you win it.
Because there's so much you can do whilst this is going. You know what I'm saying?
Like
chilling.
Chilling.
Watching your favorite show, mowing the lawn.
Painting.
Learning
a new language.
Crocheting.
Why
not that I do that.
Yes.
But I don't know how to do it.
Do it. Make the oxtail and make it in this beautiful cast iron cookware.
So cast iron. Okay, so let's first and foremost talk why cast iron. Why is this good? I mentioned for thick cut meats. Okay, we're swapping.
Why not?
Because look how beautiful Chef Clem looks next to it. Stop it. He's giving the eyebrows. He's doing it. But seriously, why is it such a good utensil or tool in the kitchen?
So as someone who cooks professionally, you develop this obsession with cookware. And more than any other type of cookware, cast iron stands out for me. And the biggest thing is its versatility. The fact that you can use it on a gas stove, you can use it on the old school, like normal heating plates, on induction, directly on the fire. There's so many times when I'm gonna make a potjie, and then I'm gonna be honest with you, there's maintenance that happens with a potjie pot. You've got to make sure that it's oiled at the end and it's cleaned properly. I haven't used a potjie pot this year. I've used my cast iron pot directly just on the braai grid to make a potjie. And it works. And the reason is because of its weight and the cast iron, number one. Number two, for me, is its heavy lid. And the little dimples on the inside are not just for show. It actually helps the water and moisture circulate back into the food. And being a heavy lid, when you put the lid on, you're creating a lot more pressure than you would with a normal lid. So you cook with a little more pressure, so food actually cooks a little quicker as well. When it comes to conducting heat...
it's more even heat distribution.
And it holds onto that heat really, really well. I love it, and again, the fashion statement. The colours are amazing.
It's a range of colours. I mean, we're focusing on the red and the green this morning, but we also have a white one and blue one.
And there's white, yes, like you said. And you can play around with the colours, and that for me is a problem. Because my wife then wants to have a colour aesthetic change in the kitchen every 6 months, which is actually great. There we go. So we're swapping colours out at the moment constantly at home, which I do love because you can change it with the season as well. And the pots, they last a lifetime.
Well, you
got to look after them, and they will last a lifetime.
I mean,
I didn't think about that.
I'm just saying, my friend.
Wonderful time. You're giving Christmas vibes. I'm feeling the Christmas vibes. I'm feeling the Christmas vibes. And again, another thing about a cast iron is the fact... Sorry, that's hurting my eyes.
Okay.
Here we go. So another thing about cast iron that I love is it's so... I can't say on trend because it's been around for like... Your great-great-great-great-granny had it.
Yes.
But it's the one cookware that you can serve directly on the table. Everybody's like, wow, because it's such a beautiful piece on its own.
Absolutely.
So I do. I love cast iron, 100%.
Okay, now, we need to focus also on the recipe.
Right, exactly.
So what's happening?
We're going to preheat our pot. I don't think we ever talk about this. When we say in a recipe, heat your oil over a medium heat, you want that oil to come to temperature first before you add the next ingredient. And again, we spoke about the heat distribution and how well cast iron does that. So we're going to get that all up to temperature. We've added some onion to it. We're going to cook that nice and soft. My rule, I was taught, whenever you add onion to a pot, you got to add bay leaves. Oh. What's bay leaves in Afrikaans? I'm learning Afrikaans like a lot. Okay?
You've stumped me there. I don't know.
Let us know. Let us know.
What is a bay leaf? Byblaar, ek weet nie.
A Byblaar.
Nee, ek weet nie. Ja, ek weet
Okay,
regtig nie.
curry leaves going in.
Okay.
So this is not gonna be spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just gonna have a little.
It's gonna be
A little
spiced.
twangy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be spiced. It's gonna have the aroma of something that would be a lot spicier, but it's
Yeah.
not. So curry leaves are going in there. That's gonna give us a beautiful like curry aroma.
Okay.
To that, allspice berries.
Yes.
Someone asked what spices are in allspice. Allspice is not a combination.
Yeah,
of
it's not
spices.
all of the spices combined.
It's one spice. It's one
Yeah.
berry that just happens to have a lot of like nuances. So you can kind of say it's allspice. So we're going to go in with those. Those are going in there for about
You don't
4
need
of
a
those.
lot of those.
You don't need a lot of those.
Yeah, because they're quite potent. Yeah.
A little, yeah, and don't
Yeah.
bite into it.
Yeah.
Your whole day will change, honestly. Okay, so garlic going in. I love these pots. I honestly cannot stand.
Yolanda op WhatsApp says, wat's goed? Blaurierblare.
Blaurierblare.
Is dit
I love it. Afrikaans is so
Blaurier.
beautiful. Blaurierblare. No, like it's amazing.
Ja, maar die R so mooi rol.
What? Amazing.
Blaurierblare.
Turmeric going in.
Yeah.
I love turmeric. That's going to give us a bit of color and a
Okay.
little bit of flavor. We're going in with ginger as well.
Love it.
And then a little bit of heat. I'm telling you,
Ooh, I can smell that.
this amount
lovely.
of heat is not going to hurt anyone.
No,
It's not
because it's going to kind of infuse into the entire pot because you've got a lot that still goes in there.
Exactly. Really.
Okay.
Okay, so we can mix it up. And like you said, instantly it smells amazing. Instantly your neighbors are jealous, okay? So,
Yeah,
talk to me. I'm not going to add the red chili. It's hot
because
enough.
there's a lot in there. You've obviously just browned and sealed the oxtail before you did that.
Yes. So what I did was I floured the oxtail.
Yes.
And the flour had a lot of salt and pepper, quite a generous amount of salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I shake all the excess flour off and then I brown it. So what happens now is that extra crumb that's sitting on the oxtail is actually going to help the stew
Thicken up.
Okay, so talking about that, let's actually get tomato paste in.
Let's do it.
Another reason I use turmeric is because I want you to see how the pot's turned yellow.
Yellow, yes.
I've worked with turmeric and curries. This is my curry pot at home, right?
Yeah.
And obviously the enamel's light on the inside. I've never met an enamel pot that is so easy to clean.
I wanted to ask you about the cleaning process. Is it really like just give it a good wipe and a wash and there we go?
I do it by hand, I would like to give you a disaster situation where I struggled. I've not struggled.
Really?
So if it is something that's really baked in, I add a little bit of water to it, put the lid on, let it just
Let it
steam,
soak,
and that
yeah.
steam helps loosen everything that's in the inside.
Righto.
If it does get the severe case, a little bit of baking powder in there, make a little paste.
Yeah.
And then it comes right out. The baking powder also like takes whatever colors
I like
left
the
in there
baking
now.
powder tip,
Yeah.
yeah.
Super quick, super simple as well. Tomato paste goes in, and actually I would add more tomato paste.
Do you need to add a bit of sugar when you use tomato paste?
I do. And that's because as South Africans, we like our breedies, especially our tomato breedies, with a little bit of sweetness in it.
Yeah, but it's just also to offset the acidity.
The acidity,
Yeah.
absolutely. So mix that through. Once the color of the oil changes from this beautiful, like, bright, beautiful
Yeah.
yellow to like a more of a Albany, what color is Albany?
Auburn,
Albany,
yeah.
with that tomato paste, that's when we're going to go in with our brown oxtail. Give it all a mix, and we're going to really like properly mix it so the
Coat it now,
oxtail's
yeah.
covered in all of that beautiful flavor.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some water. You can add stock,
Yeah.
but there's enough beefy flavor coming out the oxtail
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
And you're going to let that go. You're going to let it go, Ewan.
Okay, now that I don't want to let it go just yet, but the trick now is because you want oxtail needs to literally like fall off the bone.
And if it doesn't follow the bone, it's not an oxtail
It's not,
dish.
no, because you don't want to sit there like chewing, you know what I'm saying?
No.
You want to just, it must melt in your mouth. How do you get that right? And of course, I know that the cast iron will play a big part
Absolutely.
in that cooking process.
Yeah. And you can do it stovetop, just turn the heat all the way down.
Yeah.
What I prefer to do is pop it in the oven. Now, not everybody has an oven, and I understand that. And that's, again, why cast iron's so great, do the whole
Okay.
thing on stovetop. What I will let you do now is I'd put it in the oven, set a timer for 4 hours, and do
Yeah.
whatever I need to do. When the alarm goes off, I know it's done. In fact, what I do when that 4 hours is done, I just turn off the oven and leave it until I know it's time to serve
Okay.
for dinner. It falls
It will
off the
still
bone.
continue, yeah.
It'll still continue falling, cooking, like you said. The one thing
Falling,
about,
yeah.
It'll fall. One thing about oxtail is even when you overcook it, it's still going to hold itself to the bone.
That's it.
So it's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
And again, with this type of stew, you're making it today. Tomorrow, my
It's gonna be
friend,
even better.
it is going to be banging.
Yeah.
So again, cast iron, absolutely love it for its versatility and the way we
Yeah.
can use it. And
Love
it's
it.
a beautiful appearance. I feel like it's a winter essential, but in saying that, it's an everyday essential.
It's an everyday essential. Talk to me about mash.
Right, mash. Okay, cool. So very quick. We spent 4 hours busy with our oxtail. We're not busy, but our oxtail's taken 4 hours.
Look, it's
I
got
don't
a
want you
dollop
to...
of butter in there.
Oh, yes, it does have a dollop of butter. In
Look at
fact, I
that.
think there's one in the microwave. There we go. So I don't want you to spend all your time still making a mash. So go to Woolies, go and get the ready-made mash, super quick, and it's amazing with that butter on the inside.
Okay.
All you're gonna do now is, where's our done one? Oh, there's our done one.
There's the done one.
There
How
we
did
go.
you not see
How did I
that?
not?
How did you miss that?
Okay, cool. So we're gonna just mix that butter through, get it nice and
Oh, look
smooth.
at that.
And you can add extra butter. I do.
Yeah, but
Woolies
there's
garlic butter.
plenty in there, actually. It's quite nice.
There we go. Boom. Do you want to do the honors of skipping out of that one for us?
Right. Let's get a nice little... Oh, look at that.
And this
Look
one
at
did go.
that.
It was actually cooked yesterday, and it did go for 4 hours. Yes, like, oh, the potatoes. Let me tell you about the potatoes. I didn't add it now. So the potatoes are actually added to this one.
Yes.
I don't normally serve potatoes with two starches in
Yeah.
a dish. If I do potatoes, I won't do rice. But I was like, hey, I've got potato mashed already. Let's just put the potatoes in so I can talk about it. These are not normal potatoes. These are the up-to-date potatoes from Woolworths. It's in a black and yellow bag called up-to-date potatoes. And if you cook stews and curries, you'll probably know about it already. These potatoes
Love it.
suck up all that juice, all that flavor. These are the potatoes to use for soup, stews, and curries. Stews and curries.
Look,
You're winning.
Yeah, this looks unbelievable. Thank you for breakfast.
Oh, you're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. You finished that off. If you want to get your hands on this recipe, you can visit our website, expressoshow.com. But I mean, honestly, from prep to plate, you can find your ultimate kitchen cookware at Woolworths. You can shop cast iron and more in-store, online, and on the app, and use it just like we did this morning, because Chef Clem, you work wonders, my friend. Thank you very, very much for inspiring me yet again for the third time in the past couple of months to make oxtail.
Go make oxtail.
Go make oxtail. Recipe on our website, expressoshow.com.